seems that we are most inventive when we're a bit uncomfortable.
Sometimes we need a little stress, uncertainty, and constant change to really operate at peak performance.
It's a bit like riding a bicycle, and Zakeeya met up with someone who manages precisely this balancing act.
Born and raised in Port Elizabeth, Hasmita Amtha is a young woman with a lot of influence, and readers of leading local publications avidly follow her innovative ideas. But does she follow her own advice? Zakeeya went to find out.
If you're an architect, a niche is a recess in a wall, and if you're a marketer, it's a specific target within a broader market. But for you and me, a niche is a place where we can fit in absolutely perfectly. While it's easy to define, it's not always easy to attain. And Hasmita Amtha has found a perfect space which suits her wonderfully, and I'm excited to find out how she's done it.
Come through, Zakeeya.
This place is phenomenal.
I know, it's absolutely stunning.
But before we talk about the space, I want to talk about you.
Sure, shoot away.
Would you say that everyone has a niche in life, and have you found yours?
I think everyone does have a niche in life. I think that's what we're kind of born to do. And hopefully, naturally, you find that niche.
Did you enjoy organizing things as a child, or was your room an absolute mess?
It was a complete mess. But I must say that's changed quite a bit. I like to keep things very orderly, and that ties in with being very, very neat.
You started off studying English. Why?
I have such a passion for Indian literature, and growing up I read a lot of books that were based in India. And for me that's what really created the love for English literature. When I was choosing what to study, I definitely didn't want to go for accounts. So I decided media sounded great, and part of the media curriculum was English.
Hasmita, how did you make the switch to advertising and to becoming the deputy editor of a leading lifestyle magazine?
I moved to Joburg from PE to study copywriting, so I did my honours in copywriting, and I did an internship at a leading advertising agency. After that, I looked at a few internships at different media houses because I kind of knew that I wanted to be in media, and yeah, it was just a natural progression from there. I started off as a stylist and features writer, and today I'm the deputy.
Looking back on the path you followed, would you say that any of it was wasted, or has it all been a useful experience?
I think in my situation it has definitely been useful. There were many years that I was wondering, am I doing the right thing? But every year that I went through has landed me in the position that I am in today, and has afforded me the opportunities that I have today. So I'm pretty grateful for even the rough times.
People think that being an editor just entails reading what others have written. What does it really entail?
Being an editor of any magazine involves trends. I think being as clued up as possible, that involves lots of reading, lots of viewing of different websites, understanding and engaging with the content. It's all about keeping yourself on top of the trends and being aware of what's happening internationally.
Okay, now I'm dying to see the house. Can we go have a look?
Yes, let's go and have a look at the bedroom.
Amazing! So this way.
The bedroom.
This is stunning. For you, is a house something to be looked at or lived in?
I think it's a combination of both. I'll tell you why. Because firstly, a space has to be beautiful. You are living in it. And secondly, it has to be functional. At the end of the day, it has to meet your requirements.
And what advice do you have for someone who wants to remodel or redecorate a space, a room, or a house?
I would say inject your personality, whether it's a painting that's really beautiful and connects with you, or bringing in a color that you absolutely love, like mine is grey.
Where to next?
Let's go to the lounge.
Hasmita, how do you feel about trends, and how do you stay on top of them?
Well, for me, I love trends. Like, I love the trendy colors, I love the trendy finishes, and the only way to really stay on top of trends is by keeping up with what's going on internationally. I think it really is important as an editor to know what's going on, and yeah, I look at different international magazines, I look at different blogs, and then also to follow people that are trendsetters.
What are some of the most interesting current trends in home design and decoration?
Well, one of them is the marriage of different materials. For example, with this coffee table, there is wood, there's glass, and there's cement. So I think the whole combination and the use of the different materials makes something as basic as a coffee table look extremely attractive.
How would you describe your personal style and preference in design?
I think this space basically epitomizes my style, from the minimalist furniture to the little accents here and there. It really is, me.
You're busy with images and reading all day. What do you do for fun?
I love reading, I love spending time with my friends. I love eating, so I'm always on the hunt for a new restaurant or tasting something delicious or even cooking at home.
If you won a major lottery, what would you spend the money on?
I would definitely save the money and just live how I live now.
Thank you so much, Hasmita, for spending the day with us and for showing us this beautiful space.
Thank you for having me.
Something I've realized from my time with Hasmita is I should never confuse a niche with a comfort zone. Luckily, Hasmita has found comfort in her niche, as you can see in her work and her life.